Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. It's your boy Flip with Final Take Gaming. Welcome you guys back to another video. In today's video, we already know how we start off the morning, Bright Lights. And this is Bright Lights episode 26. We keep grinding, y'all. And we're going to start in the NBA bubble. So let's head down to Florida. We had one game last night, and that was the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Houston Rockets. Game 5. Lakers are trying to close the Rockets out so they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. They haven't been there since Kobe took them back in 2010. Kobe and Powell. RIP to Kobe. Still so weird to say, but we miss you, Kobe. We miss you, Bean. But it wasn't even close. The Rockets got within, I believe, 7 a couple times, but LeBron was like, we're winning this game. There's no way we're losing. We are winning this game. And that's exactly what they did. LeBron had 29 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Davis had 13 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Morris dropped in 16 points. Danny Green dropped in 14, hit some timely threes. Caldwell Pope dropped in 10. Kyle Kuzma dropped in 17. Rondo had 3. Caruso had 5. Tucker, I think his name is Horton Tucker. He had, 9 points. And my boy Dwight Howard had to chop in with 3. You feel me? But the Rockets, they didn't really have any answer. PJ Tucker only scored 8. Covington only scored 5. Green only scored 10. Rivers only scored 9. Westbrook only scored 10. James Harden's the only one that dropped 30. It just wasn't their night. It wasn't their series. And the Lakers move on to the Western Conference Finals, y'all, to either face the Nuggets or the Clippers. Today, actually, is Game 6 later on today. They believe that the Clippers are going to win, but I don't know. The Nuggets might pull out for Game 7 on Tuesday. We'll see. But the Lakers will be waiting for their opponent very, very soon. They'll take the extra rest, man. They will take the extra rest. And since we're in Florida, let's drive down the road, y'all. Oh, wait. Before we leave the NBA bubble, did y'all see what Russell Westbrook, why was I going to butcher his name? Russell Westbrook get into it with the fan in the stands who said he sucked and gave him the Damian Lillard goodbye wave? It was Rondo's brother, William Rondo. Allegedly, that's what they say. It was William Rondo who was, jabbing at Russell Westbrook, but they end up kicking William out. Like, cold peas. That's a cold peas, y'all. Why kick him out? He mad because they got to move on. But, Rondo about that life. So I know his brother about that life. So, Russ about that life too. So, hopefully ain't nobody fisticuffing in the parking lot. But I thought that was an interesting scenario towards the end of the game. But, frustrations were there. Tempers flared, and it just was what it was. You know what I mean? But, yes, I had to add that in there. Now, let's drive on down the road. We can stop right here. Boom. We're at the WNBA bubble, where we had the Washington Mystics take on the New York Liberty. And we know the New York Liberty is in rebuilding mode. And, of course, they lost 75-58. Woo! Hines Allen, she dropped in 25. Atkins dropped in 18. Mitchell dropped in 12. They were not playing. And the Liberty really didn't have an answer. Stokes dropped in 15. Nurse dropped in 15. And that was about it. So, of course, they just got whooped handily. And my LA Sparks is on a 2-game losing streak. They lost again, y'all, to the Las Vegas Aces, 84-70. The Aces are 17-4. Them girls are not playing out here. They are not playing whatsoever. My girl Asia dropped in 19. Montgomery, McCaffrey, I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. I think it's McCaffrey. She dropped in 18. McBride dropped in 17. And for the Sparks, Abumake, she dropped in 24, excuse me. Parker dropped in 19, but that was it. Williams dropped in 10. Chelsea only gave us 6. Like, come on, Chelsea Gray. You got to give us more, girl. Got to give us more. But, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, y'all. So, that was about it. And then we also had the Minnesota Lynx versus the Indiana Fever. It was a close game to begin with, but it ended up in a 12-point lead for the Lynx, and they won that game. And, you know, they just balled out. Collar had 23. Dantis had 15. Bahaman had 29. Woo! And Sims had 12. And the Indiana Fever didn't get much help. Mitchell had the most points with 20. Alemand, had 11. Dupree had 12, but no go. It was a no go, y'all. So it is what it is. Now let's head to the ice. And we are going into the Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Dallas Stars are up 2-1. Golden Knights just won to make it a 2-1 series. But Dallas said no. Dallas said we will be having none of that. And they won 2-1, and now they take a 3-1 lead, y'all. That is crazy. And they will be playing on Monday. So the Stars can clinch Monday and make the Stanley Cup Finals. We shall see, man. That's going to be an interesting one. I don't have a horse in the race, but I just want to see good competition. That's pretty much it. Speaking of good competition, let's go to the diamond, y'all. Because y'all already know where we starting. Y'all already know. My White Sox, we ain't for play. We ain't for play. You hear me? We out here balling. We beat the Tigers 14-0. 14. Count them. 14 para nada. And we scored 3 in the first inning, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth and seventh. We put it on them. We put it on them, y'all. Let's go. And then we had the Yankees finally winning the game after their losing streak. They won 2-1 against the Orioles, but, you know, 2-1, low old school score. We don't care about that. The Phillies are on a little winning streak. They won 12-6 against the Marlins. Okay, they scored 4 in the first inning and 5 in the 8th inning. And, of course, in between, they scored 1 runs in a couple innings. But those were their 2 big innings, the first and the 8th. Woo, they were not playing at all, y'all. And then we had Tampa Bay Rays versus the Red Sox. Tampa Bay beat the Red Sox 5-4. They had a big inning in the 4th inning. They scored 3 runs in that one. And then we had the Angels trying to creep back up a little bit, and they beat the Rockies 5-2. Took 11 innings, but the Angels scored 3 runs in the 11th inning. Yes, 3 runs, y'all. That is absolutely crazy. And the Mariners, excuse me, I was going to say Marlins. The Mariners decide we're going to stop losing, and they won tonight versus the Marlins. I shouldn't say tonight, last night, excuse me. Last night they won 7-3 versus the Marlins. And they scored 4 in the first inning, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 2nd, and then 2 in the 5th. And that's how pretty much, you know, you add it up, you get 7, you know what I mean? Even though Arizona tried to make a run in the 8th inning, but it was too late. And then we had the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers, and Milwaukee lost 4-2. The Cubs put it on them. They are 27-20, headed towards the playoffs. They're looking really good, y'all. And you already know the postponement for the Giants and the Padres, San Diego Padres, with all the fires and everything going on in California. So we pray for them. Hope everybody is okay and that we get through this very, very soon. We also had the Astros, 2017 cheating champs. I mean, sorry, cheater champs, cheaters. Y'all know. But they beat the Dodgers 7-5 handily. And you already know we going to the team by the bay where we don't play O-Town. We go dumb each and every day. You feel me? Bars. Real rap raw. They played a doubleheader. They lost the first game 5-2 to the Rangers, but then they came back and a 10-1 win versus the Rangers. They ain't playing out here. They ain't for play. You already know that. What did we say? They ain't for play. And then we got the Nationals losing to the Braves 2-1. Like I said, old fashioned. We don't really care about old fashioned. We want big runs. Big runs. This is what we want. And then we had the Royals beat the Pirates 7-3, y'all. 7-3. Oh my goodness. That seems about average nowadays, right? And that is average nowadays. And then we had the Twins beat the Indians 8-4, real nice. And then the Cardinals beat the Reds 7-1, with the Reds having only scored 1 run, and the Cardinals had a fourth inning where they scored 2, and a sixth inning where they scored 5. So they kind of put them away nice and easy, y'all. So that's just a quick recap of last night's events. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with whomever you want to share with. And while you're at it, subscribe to Final Take Gaming, because we're going to drop daily videos for you guys, including bright lights. So until we see each other again, always remember to smile, laugh, and stay positive, y'all. It's been your boy Flip. Peace.